Today I'll be installing the Reefs 422 HD Servo in my Traxxas TRX4 Blazer, and towards the end of the video, I'll do a comparison of it against the stock servo. Included with the servo comes a Reefs RC sticker, as well as some plastic servo horns. This servo is rated to have 400 ounce-inches of torque at 7.4 volts, which is what I'll be running it on. The casing is fully machined aluminum, and the gears are all titanium. This specific servo will cost about $105 to buy brand new, but I got it as a Christmas present. All you should need for this install is your 2mm hex driver, your 2.5mm hex driver, and some blue Loctite. Start by removing the 4 screws that hold the stock servo in place. Then remove the screw holding the servo horn on. Servo is loose. Next, remove the 5 screws that secure the lid of the receiver box. Disconnect the stock servo's wire and replace it with the new servo's wire. Or so I thought. It turns out the wire on the Reefs servo is a tad bit shorter than the stock servo, so it actually doesn't reach all the way around to the receiver box. You can run it through the top little port in the receiver box, but my wiring is a little messy in this truck anyways, so I'm going to actually spin my entire receiver box around the opposite way. To make things easier on myself, I'm going to disconnect all the wires and then unscrew the receiver box. Then I'll need to drill 2 new holes because the existing holes don't quite line up when you try and spin it around. Just like that, our little receiver box is relocated. Now, it's just a matter of running all of those back into the new box. We got everything wired back up. It's quite a mess of wires going in there, but everything's going to look a lot cleaner now. And yeah, maybe it's just a message that the servo is trying to tell me. You need to clean up your wires, so that's why I got my lead shorter. Now that we got the wiring issues all sorted out, we can actually mount this new servo. I'm adding just a dab of blue Loctite to the screw that holds the servo horn on, just to make sure it doesn't work itself loose. Alright, so after, I don't know, probably at least an hour of work, I got all the wires rerouted. They look much better now. Everything's just cable managed a lot better. Just all of them come right out this end and go wherever they need to go. There's nothing popping out this hatch or stuff strung all over the place. Just looks nice now. Everything's packed in that box. New servo's in. And this thing looks like it's got some power. So now I'm going to do a couple before and after tests, just try and get it wedged in some tight places and see how well they perform. It's pretty easy to tell right off the bat just how much more powerful the Reefs servo is. Servo's not even moving there. So I wasn't able to recreate the exact same lines and get it wedged in the exact same places, but I will say that I was out crawling for over an hour, and the Reefs servo only even slowed down like twice. It never completely stopped like the stock one. It's crazy how much more power it has. I've been super impressed with this new servo so far. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. See you next time.